The two questions that I get asked more than anything else is, what's your favorite bait? And this one happens to be for heavy grass. And the other one is, how do you break down, a strange lake? I mean, those are universal things. So what I want to do always when I'm choosing any lure for any situation is you take into all the things that you can basically see around you. You know, the water clarity, the depth, the time of the year, the water temperature, the type of cover, all these things. Is there current? Is the water rising, falling? All the things that you can. The best anglers that I know, that I've watched over my career, Rick Klund, Danny Broward, Larry Nixon, their perception skills are second to none out there. They're better than the rest of the field, and it's for a reason. I mean, a lot of those guys love to hunt, and their senses are very in tune with noticing subtle changes and difference in nature. And so that's really important. But when you're going to choose a bait, you want to pick one that's going to be the most efficient with all of those things in mind, with thinking about the weather conditions and what the potential mood of the fish is. You may be able to throw a frog over a grass mat and it's going to be very efficient, but because you had a cold front come through and it's high pressure and the water temperature dropped 10 degrees overnight, they're not going to come up and bite a frog. You got to actually punch something down through the grass to get those same fish to eat. So those conditions really matter. So saying, hey, what's your favorite bait for fishing heavy grass? Well, there's a multitude of them, but it just depends on the conditions. Again, punching a punch rig, a slither rig, a Strike King slither rig with a punch bug on it or a menace, something like that. That's one of my favorites for fishing really heavy grass. But so is a frog. If the water's shallow, you can cast a frog a long ways, and it has a lot of action. You can work it over the top of them. If you use a popping grass frog, it makes a lot of noise. So there's always multiple baits that you can use in every situation, and in a lot of cases, multiple baits will actually work, and the best one to use is the one that you have the most confidence in. So we just have so many more tools in our tackle box now than we ever used to, and that's all any lure is. It's just a tool. You got to use the right tool for the right job, or you got to use the right club for the right shot in golf. I mean, that's why you have all those clubs in your bag, is so that you can use the precise right club for that distance, for the angle that you need to come to the green. It's the same in fishing. You want to use the right lure for all of the circumstances that you're faced with at the time to be the most efficient based on all of those conditions.